I guess from a young age, as far as I can remember, like seemed to be always fishing. Jig school or get home from school, jump on the balloon-tired bike, and then the city reservoir. I used to catch trout in there like crazy, and I caught a 3.5, 4 pounder there, and on the bike, and I rushed home and put water in the bathtub, and my dad was working, so I wanted to keep it alive until Dad, Papa, arrived home. From there, my dad loved fishing. He had several camps way up in the wilderness upriver. You know, I'm talking 6, 7, 8 years old. I was deeply involved in Boy Scouts here in Bathurst, and the Scoutmaster invited Mr. Jared in to do a fly tying session type of thing. And that was the first time I ever saw anyone tie a fly, let alone a fly. And then I used to deliver papers with my dog team in the winter, and I saved all my money, and I bought my father a little kit, and I still have it put away. It's an antique type of thing, but you know, that's how I started. Yeah. When I was young and canoeing and guiding trout fishermen on the river, right up until I was about 20, 21. Then I got into mining, Tanzania, Ghana, Greenland, Papua New Guinea, Fiji Islands, Australia, New Zealand, Indonesia. I always took a kit with me because there was no TV and no cell phones in those days. There was absolutely nothing. So at night, I tied up 10,000 over 2 years. When I got home with them, I sold them all in 2 days. $1 a fly back then. $1 a fly. Today, you're not even paying the material. But as I got older, and I always tied flies. When I retired from mining, this little shop here was actually a woodworking shop. Over the years, I made a lot of sleds, bobsleds for horses, and ATVs, and snowmobiles or whatever, and then tying flies in the basement and selling out of the basement at that time. And then Charlie, my very good friend, he came in to pick up some flies or whatever it was, and he said, you know, there's not a place for material in the area. So I talked it over with the boss, and she said, it's your shop. So that's how this started, and then it word of mouth. I had no website, I had absolutely no marketing tools. And it just seemed that as time went on that people found me. The fish seemed to like my flies for the most part, and basically I just like meeting the good people that come in and spend time here to bullshit, tell fishing stories, and you know, sometimes I feel like a psychologist, but sitting here for hours at sometimes, but that's okay, and that's all part of the game. And Maddie Paul, my wife, is a backbone in the business end of it type of thing. And so I just tie flies and make money, and she takes the money. An old friend of mine that we come down every year, and when I was around, I'd take him on the river salmon fishing. And he tied his own flies. And I still remember him saying that when all this Flash-a-boom and Crystal Flash and everything came out, he said, you know, we're tying flies now that are pleasing to the fishermen. We're not tying something like matching the hats for trout. People are just tying everything and hoping to catch a fish. You know, one older guy was in last week and he said, what's your favorite flies? I Developed in, it came out in the 40s or 50s, the black bear green buck, the Undertaker, and a few others. The guides and people that are coming off the rest of Gush, the guide camps and sport camps, what are they asking for? Black bear green buck, black bear red buck. They came out, you know. So traditionally, the old traditional flies are still effective looking. And still the biggest seller here. The other guy come in and a wolf or a red squirrel or something, you know, that came out maybe in the 70s, 80s. And they work, but not consistently like a black bear green